It's also nice to have a script from which to work. You know what you're going to say next. Because in life, there's no script.
How would you describe Liza and Charles' journey this season?
Complicated. It always is. It always is. You know, here are two people who are deeply in each other's hearts, and they both have very specific and complicated relationships with intimacy and with opening their lives to another person. You just watch them negotiate that sometimes elegantly and sometimes inelegantly, like life. Sometimes we do it really beautifully and sometimes we just don't. And we look back and we say, man, I could have done that better. But in the moment, we always feel justified in what we're doing because we're hurt or we're scared or we're stupid or sometimes we're just filled with incredible amounts of grace. And we look back at those moments and go, wow, that was really beautiful. And often we're not. And we do things that are just bad. So there's lots of that.
What about his relationship with Quinn? Because it is also very complicated, but very different than his relationship with Liza. So what can you kind of tease about that?
I think that I think there might be things thrown at televisions when we watch Charles go down that road. And I think that when there's a no or a wall goes up from one person, then we move in a sense to the other extreme. And I think that, you know, you have Laura who plays Quinn so beautifully, and this season plays her so beautifully and in such a human way. She all of a sudden she is so humanized. And then I think if I were watching the show, I would, and reading the script, I kept looking at it and I kept thinking, really? Is she authentic here? And I think that for Charles, she is steady. She seems so much more, in a sense, oddly, she seems so much safer than Liza. Mm-hmm. And I think that he is, after heartbreak, he moves towards that, but all will be revealed.
Obviously, you're going to miss the people on the show. The cast is obviously very close. What will you miss the most about playing Charles?
I think that I'll probably miss, you know, he is somebody who, and in a really beautiful way, also, you know, is trying to find his journey in life. I guess I like the idea of having this really playing someone who had this like established business to run. And the task ahead always seemed really clear. And I think that at times in life, the task ahead is somewhat less clear, is somewhat more nebulous. And so I think that I loved being able, you know, in a three-piece suit to take on life in a more structured way. And that always felt like a real luxury. The other thing about playing Charles, and this is slightly off your question, but it's also nice to have a script from which to work. You know what you're going to say next. Because in life, there's no script.